Well, we all have one. We all have one or used to have one of these laying around somewhere. The kids maybe even turned it into a big beach ball by now. The problem is we all bought one and really didn't know what to do with the thing after we bought it, did we? So it's time to get the ball back from your kids or wherever you put it, and let me move out of the way so Rebecca Hagman can show us a simple yet effective working use for your neglected exercise ball.
Do you have a ball like this that is collecting dust in your house? Today I'm going to show you a total body workout that you can do using this ball. And we're going to start, it's going to be simple with arms and core, and it's something that you can do that takes only 15 to 20 minutes in a day. You'll want to do repetitions of anywhere from 15 to 30 repetitions of each of these, okay? So we're going to start by balancing on the ball, which works to strengthen the core, sitting up nice and straight, arms to the side, and then gently raising the legs. So the longer that you're able to balance on the ball, the more that you're working the core. You'll be able to start maybe, if you can do 5 seconds, working right up to a minute, that would be great. Then you can know that your core is getting stronger. Now I'm going to show you a couple arm exercises to strengthen the arm. We want our upper body to be strong in order to reduce the risk for heart disease. And I'm going to start with just like 5-pound weights. You can do 2.5-pound weights, something that's light enough to do high reps. And we're going to come up on an exhale in a 45-degree angle with our arms. So this is focusing on the upper back and the shoulders in this exercise here. Again, exhaling as we come up and inhale as we bring them down. And the next one that is specifically working on arm strength is the arm press. So with this one, I'm actually going to use the ball to lie down on the ball and support my back and the arms to the side. If I have my feet extended out nice and wide, I will use less core. If I have my feet closer together, then I'm going to use more core in order to just be able to balance on the ball. And I exhale again as I exert, and inhale as I bring the weights back down to the ball. Exhaling it up and down on the inhale. Okay. So that's the arms, and you come off the ball the same way that you got onto it by gently rolling up on the ball. So from there, we're going to go into push-ups. Again, using the ball in order to work on all of those muscles that stabilize our body and stabilize the core. And we're going to come out onto the edge of our torso, so onto the pelvis. And we're going to open up our hands wide enough so that when we come down, our elbow bends at a 90-degree angle so that we don't tweak it. Okay, and then we exhale as we exert and go down, keeping the legs together, nice and tight, and exert. Exhaling and inhaling, coming up. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can raise one leg and go down in a push-up. And then be sure to use the other leg. And again, 15 to 30 repetitions of each. So those exercises combine arm strength with core strength. And now we're going to work specifically on core and isolate the core. And there's 3 different crunches that we can do that isolate our core in the front and the back part of the core. So we can start parallel to the ball, and we come up on the exhale and inhale as we release down. Exhaling, coming up, and inhaling, releasing down. And from the ball up, that's one way. If we want to work more on the back, we start down, we're doing a back bend over the ball, and we come up to parallel with the ball, and inhale and go back down. exhaling and coming up parallel to the ball, and inhale down. I call these my Rocky Balboa crunches. And from there we roll up to a seated position and come to the side crunches to work with our obliques. So we're using the ball for support, and again we have to balance ourselves on the ball. In this one you definitely want a knee down and a leg out in order to stabilize this, otherwise you'll just roll and it will be ineffective. And from here we exhale and we lift up, and we inhale and we go back down to the ball. You're only going to move 2 to 3 inches, but that's all you need in order to do crunches on the side, which will help to strengthen the obliques, get rid of your little love handle that you have, and then you be sure to do that on both sides. Okay? So 3 different ways of doing crunches. The last, it's not necessarily crunch, but the last working on the core, and this is particularly for back strength, is coming back over the ball, just like we did with the push-ups, but we're going to come down onto our forearms. And you want a sticky mat for these exercises because you don't want to slip, and you really need it, especially for this exercise, to not slip. You're going to come down onto the forearms, and from here you exhale and lift your legs up off the ball. You can start with one leg or both legs, and it works on lower back strength. The stronger our back becomes, the less painful it is. So these are great exercises for the back. And after you've done your repetitions, roll back off the ball, just like you got into the ball. And the last exercise that we do is a back bend in order to open up the vertebrae. We want to open up the vertebrae in order to create space for the discs to keep our back nice and healthy. So as we roll down, we can lower our back onto the ball and lower our head, and then we just roll back. And you can roll back as far as you can take it in order to get a wonderful assisted back bend and open up the vertebrae. And just hang here anywhere from 5 to 10 breaths and feel that opening of the back. And then when you're done, roll back down to a seated position so that you don't have any blood pressure problems. That way you won't get dizzy, and then you come off the ball. And that's it. Now that I'm done, dust off your ball and get going.